Hello everyone, in today's episode, I will show you how to gather mana, how the mana harvester works, and how you can use these things. Each player receives a mana harvester only once. Therefore, it's worth keeping an eye on it because you won't get another one. The player receives a mana harvester upon reaching level 60. Once you cross this threshold, the harvester will be added to your inventory. Make sure to have an empty slot in your inventory, otherwise, the mana harvester will drop and you risk losing it. The mana harvester is very easy to use. Once placed, the harvester will immediately start collecting mana. It doesn't require anything to function properly. It just needs to stand there, and over time, the mana will accumulate on its own. However, just because the harvester doesn't need anything to collect mana doesn't mean the filling process will be quick. The mana harvester gathers mana very slowly, but there is a way to speed up the mana collection. If you want to speed up the mana collection process, throw the heads of defeated enemies into it. This will generate additional mana. However, consider carefully whether you'd prefer to use these heads here or sell them to the head merchant. Another interesting feature of the mana harvester is that it is loyal to its owner. You'll notice your nickname in the harvester's menu, indicating that you are its owner and no one else can use it. If a third party tries to access your mana harvester, they will only receive a message indicating how much mana is inside and who the owner is. You can collect the mana at any time by clicking the Collect button. This way, you'll receive an orb containing all the accumulated mana from the harvester. You can check the mana you have by clicking the G button and going to the third tab. In the same menu, there's an option where you can use the mana. You can buy special spells here which will give you various benefits. There are 4 of them, and I'll explain each one in detail shortly. The first one is the Fireball spell. If you purchase this spell for 250,000 mana, you'll be able to unleash powerful fireballs using the Z key occasionally. These fireballs will inflict increasing damage to enemies depending on your level. Next, we have Crystal Rescue. This spell acts as a substitute for a totem. If a player is close to death, they'll be surrounded by a special crystal armor, and their health will be restored to full. The player will be immobilized for a while in this state, after which the armor will disappear, and they can resume fighting. The next spell is Fury. This ability increases the final damage dealt by any melee weapon available in MCPF. The damage is randomly increased from 101% to 200% of the final damage amount. The last, but equally interesting, ability is the power to teleport. The ability is very simple to use. Just look at where you want to teleport and then press the X key. It's worth mentioning that both Fury and Rescue can be turned off if you don't want to use them at a given moment. Each ability has a different cooldown time. You can see how long it will take for your ability to be ready again in the upper left corner. The mana harvester also functions as a sort of crafting table. You can create items by placing the appropriate materials into the harvester's slots. The weapons you can craft in the harvester are among the most powerful in MCPF. Nearly all of these items become available to use at the highest levels. In addition, just like the mana harvester itself, items crafted in it also have a loyalty system for the owner. Each item, upon creation, receives a unique serial number and the owner's name, similar to firearms, ensuring that no one else can use these weapons except the owner. Next, I'll show what to put into the harvester and how much mana is needed to create a specific item. The combination of Crystal Hatchet, Purple Crystals, and 95,000 mana will give you the Bone Crusher. The Crystal Sword, Purple Crystals, and 95,000 mana will give you the Cursed Soul Ripper. The Crystal Halberd, Dark Crystals, and 95,000 mana will give you the Grim Reaper's Scythe. The combination of Silver Ingots, Ancient Metal, and 300,000 mana will give you the legendary Woven Silver Sword. The Stellinium Ingots, Tungsten, and 750,000 mana will give you the Magic Disintegrator. The Blaze Rods, Dimeritium Ingots, and 500,000 mana will give you the Flaming Wand. You will also combine Dimeritium and Stellinium Ingots with 10 pieces of each. Combining Netherite Ingots, Glass, and 15,000 mana will give you the Mana Extractor. In the Harvester, you can also produce a liquid that will allow you to transform into a Titan. Simply combine core fluid, a vial, and 60,000 mana. That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching.